Have you ever wondered how to optimize your cycling workouts, fuel your body for peak performance, and cultivate overall wellness? Well, I am Coach Ma, aka the Cycle Priestess, and I am here to answer all of your burning questions in this Q&A session. Greetings, wellness warriors. My name is Coach Ma'at, also known as the Cycle Priestess. As an indoor cycling instructor and a holistic health guide, I have a passion for fitness and nutrition. So I'm here to answer all your questions about indoor cycling, about holistic health, nutrition, and how to cultivate overall wellness into your lifestyle to create a more balanced lifestyle. So let's get started with the first question. Remember, you can drop any question that you have for me in the comment section. I love to answer questions, and you may see your question on the next Q&A. So let's jump right in with our first question. Question number 1. What is the best way to warm up before an intense cycling session? So this is a great question because it is very important that you warm your body up before you begin an intense workout. Now, as an instructor, I always take the first couple of songs to warm up the class. But before we jump in even to the warm up, you want to make sure that your body is warm even before I warm you up. There's nothing worse than people coming in the middle of class and jumping on the bike and just getting straight into it. So the way that you can warm up before class is doing some dynamic stretches that are going to warm your body up. And it is very important that you come to class early, a few minutes before class, get on the bike, warm your legs up, warm your body up before we get into the workout. So when you are incorporating dynamic stretches or any type of stretching before you actually get to class, there are some great examples such as doing some leg swings, hip circles, or even if that is not your thing, you can incorporate yoga-like stretches as well. That's one of my favorite things to do before I come to class. I like to warm up with some yoga stretches. Always remember that it's very important that before you start your workout to get on the bike and just warm your legs up for about 5 minutes before class. This will help prevent injury, as it is very important to start your workout with a warm body. Question number 2. I often feel fatigued midway through my cycling workouts. Any nutrition tips to sustain my energy levels? Now, this is another great question because fueling your body properly is essential to sustaining energy levels, but also essential for recovery. So there are so many different ways that everyone fuels their body or what they can do when it comes to a cycling workout. Fueling your body properly is based on your goals and what your goals are. So if you're trying to keep your energy levels up during a workout, it depends on the time of day that you are actually working out. So if you're doing an early class, it's important that you eat a well-balanced meal for dinner, making sure you're getting your protein, your carbs, your healthy fats. Those things are going to help you not only sustain a workout, but you'll have the energy to properly fuel your workout, even if it's early in the morning. Now, it's also very important that you get your electrolytes, especially hydrating before a workout. It's very important that you come to a workout already hydrated. If you do need to sip on something during the workout, make sure it's something with electrolytes. Water is not the most hydrating thing that you can drink during a workout. So make sure that if you are drinking water, you're going to add some things that have electrolytes in them. Now, as a holistic health guide, I am not into all of the pre-workouts that are on the market. You can do something very simple before a class to help your energy levels. What I do is I just drink green tea with some lemon, and it helps me to sustain my energy levels during my workout. But if you need something more, a little bit more effective, you can always do something with caffeine in it. But you have to be very careful of the drinks that have that are energy drinks, because long term they can have negative side effects. Question number 3: how can I prevent saddle soreness during long rides? Saddle soreness is a common concern and challenge, especially for beginners. There are a few things that you can do to help prevent saddle soreness. One thing that you can do is you can invest in a pair of padded shorts or padded tights that are going to help you to prevent that saddle soreness. Another thing that you can do, sometimes different studios have seats that have pads on them. I've seen riders bring their own padded seat to class as well. But the main thing, as a person who has been cycling for years, the main thing is, in order to get used to the bike, is to come to class. That is the only way that you're going to overcome saddle soreness. I promise you, it gets better over time. And other things that you can do along the way is just make sure the positioning of your bike is right, and make sure that your bike is properly fitted to avoid as much discomfort as possible. But in the long run, it happens to us all, and the best way is just to keep coming to class. Which is a great segue into our next question. Question number 4. What strategies do you recommend for staying motivated to exercise regularly? Consistency is key when you are attempting to maintain a fitness routine. So keep in mind that you are not going to always be motivated to work out. There are going to be times when you just do not feel like coming to class or getting out and putting that work in. So it is best to set an intention before you even start your fitness routine. That's why I always ask my students at the beginning of class, what is your intention? Why did you show up today? You want to keep that in mind as you continue throughout your journey. And remember, that's exactly what it is. It's a journey. It's not going to always feel great. There are going to be times where you feel motivated to get the work done, and there are going to be times where it is a struggle. So what I always suggest is, do you have someone that you can stay motivated with or stay consistent with, like a workout buddy or a community? It's a great idea to join a cycling community like the Infinite Cycle Tribe. We motivate each other. We are a family. And so when you have a community, it helps you along the journey, because when you feel like giving up, there's someone there helping you along the way. And the same that you can do for others. When they feel like giving up, you can help them stay consistent as well. Also, as part of your journey, especially if weight loss or even building muscle is something that you are trying to achieve, take those before and after photos along the way. Those type of things will help you stay motivated as well as you continue along your path to wellness and fitness. question number 5. How do you balance intense training with rest and recovery? So rest and recovery is just as important as getting in your workouts, especially when it comes to something like intense training, like indoor cycling. It's very important that you take those days where you are focusing on rest and recovery after your body has been put through such strenuous activities. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to completely stop. Some of the best ways to recover is to do things that are gentle on the body, like yoga, doing deep stretching, even going out in nature and going on walks. Those are great ways to recover from the intense training that comes from workouts such as indoor cycling. Another thing that is necessary for your rest and recovery is getting sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things that we can do to aid us on our fitness journey. And if you're not getting enough quality sleep, it can lead to things like weight gain or to injury because you're not restoring your body. You're not recovering. Your muscles are not recovering. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep if possible, or take those little power naps throughout the day. And the last thing that you want to focus on is making sure that you are managing your stress levels. Cortisol is a huge issue when it comes to people holding on to excess weight. So a great way to aid your cortisol levels is to do mindful practices such as being in nature. All of these things are great ways to help you along your path and journey and prioritizing your rest and recovery. This is one of the most asked questions that I receive as an indoor cycling instructor, especially from people who are new to cycling. So if you are beginning indoor cycling or you're beginning rhythmic cycling, it is so important that you learn the things that beginners should know, such as proper form or just keeping the rhythm in your legs. I cannot stress enough that just start with the basics. A lot of times when I have new riders come to my class, they want to do everything, and I always tell them just keep your legs moving, but they're sitting next to someone who has been riding for years, so they're trying to keep up with that person who's been riding for years. Now, this can lead you to being overwhelmed, and it can aid an injury because you have to learn the proper form before you can go into the more difficult things. So I cannot stress enough, no, do not compare yourself to others because you never know how long that person has been cycling. Like I've said before, we have all started out as beginners. So it's very important that you learn the basics. Look at some of the tutorials from beginner classes, or again, you can ask me or a coach near you the different things that you need to learn in order to become stronger at rhythmic cycling. And last but not least, if you want to get really good at rhythmic cycling, you have to attend class. So remember to focus on your own journey. Stop comparing yourself to others in the road. You can also invest in a quality pair of cycling shoes. I'll put what cycling shoes that I use in the description. Cycling shoes are a great investment because it helps you with speed, and it also helps you with not putting too much strain on your knees. Remember, holistic fitness is about nurturing the mind, body, soul, and spirit. There are going to be days that you feel great and motivated to do your workouts, and there are going to be days that you feel less motivated. And so remember that whatever you choose, whether it's cycling or any other type of exercise, is just one piece of the puzzle. There are so many other aspects to being whole, to engaging in this journey. You want to make sure that you're being mindful of the things that you're thinking, the things that you're speaking about yourself, and the community that you have, the people that you have around you. Just like it is important to stay consistent with your workouts, it is just as important to fuel your body with the right nutrition. Prioritize rest and recovery, and make sure that you are cultivating a positive mindset. That may mean that you need to think about what you're engaging in, what media you're engaging in, what conversations you're engaging in. All of this is important on your path to wellness and wholeness. Thank you for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to connect with you. So remember, you can connect with me in several different ways. You can follow me on Instagram at the Cycle Priestess. Also, you can take classes with me virtually. So just head over to my website, Generational Health Revolution, and sign up for your virtual classes. And if you enjoyed this Q&A today, let me know in the comments, but also don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content. Till next time, I am Coach Ma'at, also known as the Cycle Priestess. Love you in real life. Peace.